Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing today? Good? I sure hope so. Now, I'm sure that we all have something special, am I right? Something that we need to keep with ourselves 24/7. Something that just has to be inside of our pockets. Something that actually has more worth until you'd rather make yourself fall instead of the object itself. Anything comes up to mind? Yes, smartphones. And do you guys have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or any other social media platforms? I'm sure that you do. See, all these social media applications on your gadgets have one similar goal, is to make easier connecting with people all around the world no matter how long the distance is. Now, I know as many as there are advantages in using social media, there are also disadvantages as well. One of them is cyberbullying. And how can a person assault, not even then face to face, can cause so much mental damage, you may ask? And how can it possibly be any worse than the bullying that has already been happening for decades? The media has made easier access for us to say anything to anyone, anytime and anywhere. And I can assure you that not everyone is a nice person. In the real world, you tend to retain your hate, anger, disappointment, and all the negative feelings towards other people. Meanwhile, in the virtual world, the condition makes you more convenient to express yourself and show all your cap feelings, from the positive ones to the negative ones, and can ultimately lead you to unintentionally bully. This easily proves that online bullies don't have the courage to say that in front of actual people. They can just hide behind a computer screen and pretend nothing ever happened. Because of that, people tend to give more and more hateful and dreadful comments without ever considering the serious effect the victim might get. And sometimes words hurt more than you can ever imagine, especially when it's pointed towards your personality, physical appearance, or any other of those factors. Especially to people that are already struggling with mental issues, and it gets so much worse than that. It's not surprising when a victim chose to end their life because of what an anonymous said about them. Now, have you guys heard about Lucinta Luna? Yes, the Indonesian trans male that has been notoriously bullied by the nation for over the past 3 years of her career. She has been known to have multiple plastic surgeries to make herself look more like a woman and act as one as well. Now, just by seeing how unnatural this phenomenon is by the media, just tend to send awful and hateful comments to her platform. Now, she felt that she was exhausted. She felt little by little her exhaustion was consuming her, and a thought slipped into her mind that she should just probably kill herself, and it'll all end there. And now I want you to understand is what the main issue is here. Is that people tend to bully in the case that may seem out of the norm or too unusual for them. Their simple teasing and anger can lead to dangerous comment that may cause God knows what the victim might be thinking about doing afterwards. From what I think, what the bully is trying to achieve here is satisfaction after trying to stop the victim from doing what they think is unnecessary and disturbs everyone that are watching. But they should instead imagine doing something that's logical to them. For example, imagine wearing a swimsuit on a hot summer day, on the beach, taking pictures and then posting them online. That seems normal, right? Nothing wrong with that. But the fact is, not everyone thinks the same way, especially in countries like Indonesia. Well, not speaking for all of them, but most of them would rather wear unrevealing clothes and would still do no matter how high the temperature gets. Now imagine that you found yourselves in that position, subjectively thinking that is normal and there's nothing wrong with it. But the fact is, people would literally hate you and might even threaten you because, according to them, what you're doing is totally wrong. So, what I'm saying is that we shouldn't feel like we're the most justifiable people on this planet. We should understand more about other people and understand how everyone have different opinions, perspective, and how they go on with their daily lives. We should be more of a thoughtful netizen without interfering in anyone's business. Because in this digital era is an era where everyone has the freedom to express themselves and become their own version of human. And it definitely isn't an era where we force other people to live by our own standards. Come on, that's so old school, right? So stop hating other people. Stop bothering them and let's just all respect each other and mainly focus on how we can be the better version of ourselves. I guess that's all for my speech. Thank you so much for listening. The less I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.